Everyone's watching Tesla's robot ambitions, but Agility Robotics just planted its flag in a space that seemed like Tesla's exclusive territory, and they've done it in a way that completely sidesteps Tesla's playbook. While most people assume Elon's the only name in humanoid automation, Agility has quietly been moving pieces into position. This week, they made a play that changes the competitive calculus entirely. What's happening isn't a copycat move. It's a fundamentally different bet on how manufacturing robots will actually win in the real world. The company's deploying hardware that's already proven itself in active warehouses and factories, not in demos or press conferences, but in genuine production environments where failures cost money. Tesla's building the flashier vision. Agility's building the market that pays. And here's what most coverage gets wrong. This isn't some scrappy startup copying a bigger vision. Agility's been methodically positioning itself for exactly this moment. They've got real products, real deployments, and now real competitive leverage. The automation industry just got a lot more interesting. Agility Robotics isn't a Tesla offshoot or a garage startup pretending to be a robotics company. They've been building industrial robots since 2015, way before humanoid automation became a mainstream obsession. The company's flagship product is Digit, a bipedal humanoid designed specifically for warehouse and manufacturing work. Think of Digit as purpose-built for real jobs. It's not trying to be a general-purpose robot that does everything. It's optimized to do what factories actually need. Unlike Tesla's vision of a general-purpose humanoid that might eventually do anything, Digit focuses on repetitive material handling, sorting, and logistics tasks where precision and consistency matter more than flexibility. The robot's about 5 foot 9 inches tall, weighs 150 pounds, and can grip, lift, and manipulate objects in ways that look almost human-like, because that's deliberate. Agility engineered it that way. Factories built for human bodies need robots that fit human-scale workspaces. No costly retrofitting required. The company's already deployed robots in real warehouse environments. We're not talking concept videos here. Digit's proven itself handling packages, moving goods, and working alongside human teams in operational warehouses. This is a company that learned from actual field deployment, not theoretical engineering. So what exactly did Agility announce that's sending shockwaves through the automation industry? They've secured major manufacturing partnerships and expanded production capacity for Digit deployment at scale. But here's the critical detail everyone's missing. They're not competing on promises. They are scaling what already works. Agility partnered with established industrial companies that have massive purchasing power and genuine operational need. These aren't venture capital bets on the future. These are Fortune 500 companies deploying robots into production right now. The number is significant. Agility's planning to deploy hundreds of Digit units across these partnerships within the next year. That's real volume. That's real money. That's real competitive pressure on anyone else claiming they'll own warehouse automation. Tesla's been talking about Optimus for years. They've shown impressive demos. But demo robots and production robots are different animals. A demo robot works perfectly for 30 seconds on a controlled stage. A production robot has to work flawlessly for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, in chaotic real-world environments. Agility's already proved Digit can do that. They've got the field data. They've got the operational playbook. And now, they've got the partnerships that can scale deployment across entire industries. That's not just a competitive announcement. That's a market consolidation moment. Let's talk strategy. Tesla's approach is essentially build the most advanced humanoid possible, then figure out where it belongs. Their vision is a general-purpose robot, something flexible enough to do wildly different tasks. That's ambitious. It's also risky because you're competing on technology sophistication, and that's an endless arms race. Agility's strategy is fundamentally different. They looked at the trillion-dollar logistics and warehousing industry and said, we'll build the best robot for that specific job. That's a narrower target, but it's also a target that's already proven it wants to buy robots. The real-world difference matters enormously. When a warehouse manager evaluates a robot, they don't care about its theoretical capabilities. They care about throughput per hour, reliability uptime percentage, cost per unit deployed, and integration time. Digit already has performance data on all of those metrics from active deployments. Optimus doesn't. That's not a knock on Tesla. It's just where they are in development. But in actual purchasing decisions, Agility's got documented proof that their hardware works in the exact conditions customers need it to work in. They are selling certainty in an industry that hates surprises. Tesla's selling potential. In business-to-business automation, certainty wins. Agility's already deployed robots alongside human workers in real facilities. Digit lifts boxes, Digit sorts packages, Digit moves goods across conveyor systems. These aren't flashy capabilities. They are boring. And boring is exactly what the logistics industry pays for. Let's put this in context with hard metrics. The global warehouse automation market is roughly worth $30 billion and growing at over 10% annually. That's $3 billion in new spending every single year, and it's only accelerating. Tesla's general-purpose humanoid is betting on a market that doesn't exist yet in meaningful volume. Agility's betting on a market that's spending billions right now. The ROI calculation for facility manager is straightforward. Can this robot pay for itself within 3 years? A Digit unit costs roughly $150,000 to $200,000 depending on configuration. Over 3 years of operation, if it replaces even 0.75 full-time warehouse workers at $50,000 per employee per year, you've hit break-even and everything after is profit. The economics actually work. Today. Not in 5 years when robotics gets better. Not when the technology theoretically improves. Right now, Agility's partnerships are with companies that run the math and said yes. Tesla's still in the phase where they're convincing investors the technology will eventually be good enough. These are different competitive positions entirely. One company is selling robots into an existing market with proven use cases. One company is betting the entire market will transform around their vision. Agility's making the move that generates revenue today. Tesla's making the move that could reshape industries tomorrow. For investors and customers, right now, Agility's strategy is the safer bet. This move signals something crucial about how industrial robotics is actually going to evolve. For years, the narrative was that one company would own robotics, that the first mover with the most advanced general-purpose humanoid would win everything. Agility just proved that's not necessarily true. Focused, domain-specific robotics are viable competitive strategies. They can scale, they can be profitable. They can deploy faster than general-purpose alternatives because they don't need to solve every problem simultaneously. Other robotics companies are watching this closely. Boston Dynamics has been floundering trying to commercialize broad general-purpose robots. Now Agility's proving that specialization wins in practice. Expect a wave of robotics companies pivoting towards specific use cases instead of chasing the Tesla dream of one robot doing everything. Manufacturers are watching too. If Agility's approach works at scale, why would a warehouse manager wait for Tesla's Optimus when they could deploy proven hardware today? That creates genuine competitive pressure on timelines. It forces Tesla to accelerate or redefine what Optimus even is. For the broader automation industry, this is existential. We might see a future where the market splinters into specialized robotics for specific industries rather than a single universal platform. Warehouses get specialized robots. Manufacturing plants get different ones. Construction gets its own systems. That's actually better for industrial efficiency. It's worse for companies betting everything on a universal solution. This isn't just Agility versus Tesla. This is a philosophical question about how automation markets actually work. Here's why this matters even if you don't work in logistics. The robotics market is the foundation for how work will function in the next decade. If one company controls robotics, they essentially control which industries automate and how fast. That's enormous structural power. If the market develops with multiple viable robotics platforms serving different purposes, competition drives innovation and pricing down. Customers have choices. That competition benefits everyone, not just big manufacturers, but entire supply chains. The way this Agility Tesla dynamic plays out will determine whether robotics automation is accessible to mid-sized companies, or whether it remains a game only the enormous corporations can afford to play. Agility's proving that focused, field-tested robotics can work in real operations. That's democratizing automation. You need to understand this, because it directly impacts whether your local warehouse workers will be working alongside robots or replaced by them. It impacts logistics costs, which impacts product pricing, which impacts your shopping. These aren't abstract technology stories. The robotics market shapes labor dynamics, manufacturing costs, and supply chain resilience. Agility's move proves that automation isn't a single winner situation anymore. Multiple platforms can coexist and serve different markets. That complexity is actually good for the long-term health of the industry. It means robotics adoption spreads faster and reaches more companies instead of waiting for one perfect solution. Agility Robotics just proved that you don't need to be Tesla to win in industrial automation. You need to solve real problems for real customers with real deployable hardware. That changes everything about how the robotics industry will develop. Expect other companies to follow Agility's playbook. Expect Tesla to potentially accelerate Optimus development or change strategy. Expect the logistics industry to become a genuine battleground for robotics market share. The next 18 months are crucial. If Agility's partnerships scale successfully and deployment numbers hit targets, they've changed the competitive landscape permanently. If there are operational issues or deployment failures, Tesla gets breathing room to advance Optimus and reclaim narrative dominance. This story isn't about two companies competing. It's about how automation industries actually develop. Do they consolidate around one universal solution, or do they evolve with specialized platforms for specific use cases? Agility's answer is specialization. That's not just a business strategy. It's a completely different vision for how robotics and manufacturing will coexist. Follow this space closely. The moves that happen in the next year will determine whether robotics becomes accessible to every industry or whether it remains a luxury for the largest corporations. Agility just planted a flag that says there's room for multiple winners in this space. That's the real story everyone's missing.